sure it would fold shut before I...
Yeah, that's cool, I got you. I'm gonna put this down here. We got all waders in the boat, right?
Yeah.
3 pairs. Life jackets. You got your life jacket, Mitch?
Yeah, it's in there.
In there. These are the other 2 I brought?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, whatever you handed me, I put in there.
Okay. Tree stands, harnesses, license, bags, bows, bug spray, and freaking, what do you call it? Thermocells.
Put it down now. Man, it's rusted up. Make sure.
All right, well, good morning. We are here on the Eastern Shore. We all met up about 1:45 at my house. Actually, Lane slept over, and we took the long drive down here. We're here at the shoreline right now. We've got the boat put in, and we're going to go down here to this section of public and try to get on some Sika deer. We actually saw probably half dozen or so Sika on the way in here.
There's quite a few of them.
A few miles.
Probably be down here by now if you knew how to get dressed.
Yeah, I had a little trouble with my boots.
There you go.
It's in. Now I don't know what to do.
Oh my God, it took you long enough.
Look, I'm like that kid in the Christmas Story. Okay, get up! Look at it, it's inside out. Mitch stressed me. Ow! What the hell is that?
What are you doing?
I'm breaking things. I see some feet there.
Tears in my eyes from this.
You gonna help me?
No. It's more entertaining.
Look at that.
This is definitely gonna be a cut.
Oh.
That's remind you of the Christmas story, doesn't it? It's like a turtle on his back.
Honey, that's not really the hardest thing to do all day. I have to cut these off. I don't know. Act of God. I can't stand up. Whew. Now we're digging where the taters are, I guess. Well, a lot of trouble with my boots. They kind of rip a little bit, so I used some shoe goo, which I used to use my skateboard to patch it up, but it's like rubber. So my heel was hitting that stuff, and I got kind of hung up on my boot. I'm sure Lane got a video of it. I feel like
Oh yeah.
fish floundering around the bank. But anyway, yeah, we got loaded up here. We got Lane's gonna be using a saddle. He got some sticks. Mitch has his hang on some sticks. I have it hang on some sticks, and we're gonna be set up probably about 200 to 300 yards apart, each of us. We originally set up like in a triangle pattern to cover like a lot of ground, but with the wind direction today and just some stuff we saw scouting, we're gonna be more on a line across the marsh where we're at. Again, though, we're trying to spread out. We don't want to put our eggs in one basket. The goal here is to try to, you know, not just, I mean, we want to kill a deer, obviously, today would be great, but because it's our first time in this spot, other than when we scouted it a month or so ago, we want to learn as much as we can about it. Sorry, I thought I heard a stag view.
That might have been one.
I think it was an owl.
Okay. It's late September, so in about 2-3 weeks, they're going to start rutting. That's an owl, yeah. They're going to start rutting, or they call it the roar sometimes. That's going to start out pretty good, but we still might see some pretty rough behavior. I actually brought some little white tail antlers to try rattling if I see one in the distance. Yeah, we'll have some fun today. We're here. We're gonna try this spot this morning, and our plan is to go somewhere different this evening. But I mean, if we're in here and we're seeing a lot of deer, we could always stay put too.
Yeah.
But yes, we're all a little tired. Me because of fighting my boots, but also the getting up early. So hoping this is a productive day.
Yeah, the limited sleep's gonna wear on us as the day goes on, but
yeah,
we'll make it work.
All right, guys, let's do this. Let's go have some fun. Hopefully, get some Sika.
Right?
Yeah, I'll try to keep a weight going back to the boat.
Jason dropped me off at about 5:30. Walked in here. It's just cracking first light. Basically, I'm pretty brand new to SIKA hunting, so I don't really know too much, but there's a bunch of trails all around me. And I actually just heard my first SIKA bugle, which was like probably 100 yards away, so hopefully something will be moving today. It's super cold. It's like 48 degrees, and it's like end of September, so stuff should be moving, hopefully. Just had a STAG bugle. It sounded pretty close for SIKA hunt of the year. This the area we scouted a few weeks ago, and looked really good. I was just setting up, just pulling my bow up in a tree. We got in just as it's breaking day, but I was pulling my bow up. STAG bugle. He's probably within 100, 150 yards of me, so hoping he works this way. Little spike out there about 50 yards. Closest it got was about 64 yards to what I ranged him at. That's just a little too far. But it's only been daylight for a couple of minutes, and I hear something else splashing around off here, off to my right. So we'll see what happens. Well, we're set up finally. It took forever. I mean, look at the shooting light. I had to push through a lot of marsh to get in here, and it's probably only 300 yards of walking, but it's nasty stuff. A lot of blowdowns, like logs laying in with the grass, hard to get through. But anyway, while walking in here, I heard 2 or 3 different stags bugle. The one was probably within 200 yards of where I'm at right now, so hear that? That's a hind right there. So that was the hind over there, calling right there. So I called back to him. We'll see what happens. This is awesome. Bugs are bad. I'm too lazy to get my thermocell out. I don't have a lot of faith in those stupid things anyway. Let's run them a couple hind. A lot of frag. And timber, dead timber beside me here. It tapers down to this open marsh where there's some water. That dark spot right there is a wallow. It's about a 4-foot diameter circle of mud where they roll in it, just like an elk kind of wood, just a miniature version of it. I hear something in the water about 150 yards in front of me here. Hear that?
Meh.
I'm annoyed. That stag came right in, following that hind. They were at 45 yards. At one point they were like 35, but there was some frag grass there. I could only see the tops of their heads. And they started going out. And I ranged when he was over here at 45. And I think he was a hair further than that because I shot right under him. I am so mad right now and annoyed. That was a beautiful stag, like a 6-point. So, oh my gosh. That's what I hope would happen right here. One would come out. It came right out of that freaking, like, out of that really big grass. To right here. I'm blown out right now. I'm just torn up. So, I don't know what to think. That hind I just videoed there came out of the cluster of frag over there, or that stag went into with the hind. He playing the shot over my head. I mean, he didn't have dirt. He wants to go check that grass over there at some point here. Make sure he's not dead over there. I'm gonna try to find my arrow, but man, that might be tricky because this is some terrible environment. Like, the ground's pretty much water, so anything that would have passed through, or even had blood on it, like, it might be washed off. You may not even know. It's kind of frustrating.
was 2 stags this morning. It looked like the last one looked like there was a hind, but 60, 61, and the other one was 63. So I'm gonna get down, relocate, probably 20-ish yards or so. About looks like about the closest I can get, closer to where they keep coming out. So I'm gonna pack up, shift over there, and hopefully another one or one of those comes back out. Alright, close that distance and we can get her done. Alright, I just got done relocating. I only moved probably, I'd say 20 yards, 22 yards, something like that. Tree I was in this morning was right back here. The little double set there. You know, it was in a dead tree right beside the real tiny living guy. Those 2 stags came out right in that little opening there. So it should have put me about 35, 40 yards as opposed to 60 or 65. So hopefully we get lucky and I didn't wait too long to make my move.
So we just hiked out of there. That's rough, man.
That's brutal.
But
See where I fell a couple times?
I've seen a lot of stuff.
Matted them down a little.
Yeah, thanks. It made it a little easier. No, I shot right underneath a good 6-point. You know, it's disappointing, but at the same time, we came down here in August off of some map scouting and, you know, pinned our spots. And we, in 4 hours hunting today, we each had a chance at a stag, and I saw a couple hinds. So, I mean, that's pretty darn good.
Two different spikes and a real good 6-point and a hind.
Yep.
But
we'll look at our footage here, share it, see our screw ups.
Land ho!
Come on.
Okay, let me rest myself a second there. Anybody out there who got boots want to sell them to me, I'll buy them cheap. All right, night.